Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Healy's Talk Show program. Many thanks to God. Vivid view.
Say and do it.
Ideas will fly in our windows if we have opened them. Say something, somebody.
My name is Fabi Olainka. Ideas will fly in our windows if we have opened them. Simply means if we give chance to learn new things, we'll learn new ideas.
My name is Ogenesumeme Bradu. Ideas will fly in our windows if we have opened them. What I understand by this is that if you think outside the box and open your mind to possibilities, you break the status quo.
Thank you so much for a beautiful contribution. Ideas will fly in our windows if we have opened them. Means do not be a lone ranger. Don't depend on yourself alone, on your ability alone. You need each other. We are human beings and we are social beings. So you need to socialize, you need to mix up people. You need to improve your communication skill. You need to attend programs like symposia, workshops, talk shows of this nature, in order to build yourself. And there you learn something and you share with somebody. Have a confidence, somebody you trust in that. Look, this is my idea. And when you open up to people, they'll give you more ideas. Well, though you see, have to be very, very mindful. It's not everybody you share your ideas. So also be very careful in doing that. So don't just remain, I touch nobody, no one touches me. No, you need each other to survive. So when you open up to people, when you learn new things, Google to learn few things as a student, don't depend only what a lecturer teaches you. You can go further to learn so that you can broaden your knowledge and many other things. If you do that, you will see that you no longer remain. You have more room for ideas that fly in, and then you can run along with whatever thing you actually want to do in your life. That is it for now. So we'll go straight to discussion for today. Making progress in a tense environment is the topic for today's discussion. Nice one, isn't it? Well, the guests will introduce shortly after this break. Don't go away. Vivid view.
Say and do it.
What gives birth to relationship first is love.
Somebody lost his wife, not his first wife. The next question is, why did his first wife die and the second wife die? We have no emotional balance, no emotional control.
Ladies will say, I don't like this man. Why don't you like him? He doesn't beat me. Because my father used to beat my mother.
In Nigeria, we have about 2.2 million people living with disabilities.
Wonderful.
We have the adults who are going through so much stress today, and they can't even have their head up in the society.
You that is bad, you are hitting your wife all the time. Stop beating. Don't turn your wife to punching bag.
Join us every Sunday on Vivid View with the Healys.
You see me dey wear native, it is a planner, it's in a fashion. Anywhere gbedu there I enter, chop rice.
I no go give up till you go better for me.
Welcome back, guests. You're joining us. The topic again is making progress in a tense environment. And with me in the studio is a management consultant. Let's make welcome Dr. Austin Ejinom.
Vivid view. Say and do it.
Before discussion proper, please follow us. Our social media handles are displayed on the screen. Doctor, you're welcome again.
Thank you.
Please, maybe we'll just go straight to the program why we're here today. Your perspective, definition, and introduction.
Thank you so much for having me again once more.
Yeah.
What an interesting topic, making progress in a tense environment.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to define some key terms.
Yes.
Progress could be backward, it could be forward.
Wow.
It could be vertical or horizontal. Any way you make, you're making progress. But the point is, for you to make progress and you know that it is meaningful, then you must have a vision ahead of you. Now, another thing I want to explain also that has to do with, they say the tense environment. What's a tense environment? A tense environment is an environment that is unfriendly, it's unstable, it's complex, it's ambiguous, and it's volatile. So now when you have an environment that all of these variables are working together, definitely is going to sap you of motivation, make you be demotivated, drilling you from your vision, make an organization not wanting to take risks, make an organization choosing to be rigid, making an organization maybe perhaps or an individual not wanting to step out, be contented with the status quo. That's a tense environment, just in summary. So now, then how do you make progress? There are a lot of variables that someone need to. As a synopsis, before I go into proper discussion, it has to do with, you have to have a growth mindset. A good mindset is very key to making progress in a tense environment.
A growth mindset.
You must have a growth mindset. Now, there are two mindsets, whether you like it or not. You say that you have a growth mindset or you have a fixed mindset. Now, fixed mindset are people who are contented with the status quo. Fixed mindset are people who run away from learning, from doing the hard work. Oh, these are okay. Oh, it's a tense environment. Oh, let me forget about it. But a growth mindset is someone who is adaptive, is flexible, is collaborative, is willing to look at, yes, there's a tense environment, but however, what can I get out of it?
Exactly.
What that means is that you take it further from a strategy point of view. You want to do both internal analysis and external analysis in order for you to now know what are the opportunities within the environment, within the tense environment. So that, in summary, is what a tense environment is all about, as we discuss further on this topic.
Thank you so much for the very sound opening that we had now. So we'll continue. Indeed, what are the factors responsible for making an environment tense and unfriendly?
That's a very important question. What are the factors responsible? Several factors are responsible, but in a synopsis or in a broadly, I call them pestle. I call them pestle factor. But I will narrow those pestle factors into 4 key areas, which I've mentioned earlier. Pestle stands for, it's an acronym for political,
yes,
economical, social, technological, legal, and environmental factors. Every society, every organization, every individual works within this environment. There are a lot of political factors that makes an environment tense. There are a lot of political factors that makes an environment tense. There are a lot of economic factors that makes an environment tense. Now, there are a lot of social, cultural factors that make an environment tense. There are technological advancement that make an environment tense. There are legal factors that make an environment tense, and there are also environmental factors that make an environment tense. So if I put all of these environmental factors together, I bring them down into what we call the VUCA. V-U-C-A. The V stands for volatility. When you hear volatile environment, an environment is volatile. The U stands for unstable. Or the A stands for ambiguity, and the C stands for complexity. So now these are the 4 areas I'll be dwelling. Now among these 4 areas, why do we say an environment is volatile? An environment is volatile because you don't understand what is happening. It is complex. Volatile because you cannot predict what will happen next. Yes. The changes are so rapid. Like what is happening in the technological space. When you say an environment is uncertain that the present is not clear and the future is not clear.
Not clear as well.
It's not clear. Then when you say an environment is complex, and a complex environment has to that there are a lot of interrelated factors that comes into play that is making an environment complex. What is happening in Ukraine, the pandemic, the unrest in the southern part of this country, political unrest in the southern part of this country, the kidnapping that is happening in Nigeria. All of these are factors that will make an environment complex and difficult. What about the subsidy removal that just happened with the present administration? It all contributes to making the environment complex. Then when you say an environment is ambiguous, an ambiguous environment is it is not clear. There's no clarity about the future. But these are the factors that together makes an environment tense, make cost of living high, makes everything we are seeing that people at times confused, people outside don't know what to do.
Thank you so much. We'll take a break now. I'm going to continue. Vivid View.
Say and do it.
Welcome back. We're still discussing making progress in a tense environment. And Doctor is always giving to us the way we expect. And I believe the audience, you are taking good note of what he's trying to explain to us today. Thank you so much, Doctor. Now, is it possible to thrive in an environment that is localized and considered unfriendly? Is it possible? Because we said making progress.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Progress in every environment is possible. It depends on our perspective. Depends on our perspective. Now, when people say an environment is tense depends on how you're looking at it. Progress, yes, your people are succeeding. The point is, you can't make progress in an environment when you do the right. You have, first of all, have to sit down within you. As you are an individual, let me set an example. Within a tense environment, you are a graduate. You left school. And interestingly, artificial intelligence is almost taking over your job. What do you need to do? What that means, you need to acquire new skills.
Exactly.
You need to be adaptive. You need to be flexible. You must have a growth mindset for you to get new skill, for you to progress. Now, progress is possible within an environment. Let me take the businessman. First of all, you need to analyze. You have to do an internal, what we call in strategy, an internal analysis. You sit down and do an internal analysis of your organization. What are my strengths? What are my competence? Where I am now? Where am I going? How do I get there? In the first, you also need to ask yourself, what business am I in? For you to make progress in a tense environment, I want to make it clear and submit that everyone are living for two things. We want to survive, I want to thrive. Everybody, both the individual and the business, want to survive, I want to thrive. And if you must progress, whether in your career and your business, you must meet these two needs. The question you need to ask yourself is, am I meeting these two needs? What I'm offering in the market, is it making someone to survive? And will the person thrive? If it is not, then you now need to rethink your business model. You need to re-examine your business model and adapt it to the changes within the environment.
Because your business must solve a problem.
Yep, you must solve a problem.
Yeah.
Now, for you to thrive or progress in the environment, you now need to ask yourself, what do my customers need? When an environment is tense, there are opportunities. The question is, are you seeing them? And you can only see them when you analyze the environment. There's what they call internal analysis and there's what they call external analysis. By the time you analyze this variable, which I spoke about, the complexity, the volatile environment, the ambiguous environment, you do all of this analysis, there are opportunities that you can maximize based on what you need to do. And if there's a need for you to diversify to related business, then you have to diversify.
Yeah.
However, most businesses and individuals, like I said, have a fixed mindset, rigidity. We have a rigid thinking. We are not flexible. This is how we've always done it before, and so we'll continue this way. And then the customer is asking, let's do it this way. You're saying you do it. In that case, you will not progress.
And anyone that's doing something the same place, you will just be going round and round. You're not making progress.
Well,
and so if you are doing something, because you really need to advance and learn, things changes, especially with technology. So the way you're doing things before is no longer as usual at the present time. So you need to adapt. You mentioned it, adaptation. You need to adapt in your business or whatever you lay your hands.
If I'm able to ask before to go to the next question, Zig Ziglar said, if you do the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, it's the definition of insanity. What is he telling us? We need to adapt. We need to change our way of doing things. Consumer behaviors are changing. Careers are changing. Customer behavior trends, things are happening. The war now in Ukraine and Russia has hit up the entire business ecosystem.
Exactly.
Business need to adapt in order to meet the value chain. Thank you.
Okay. No, that's exactly what you are saying now, because we also see it. It's glaring, very clear to us what we are facing in Nigeria. But you will have to fold our hands and watch and die in hunger. You must find a way to make progress. You must find a way to do something, to put food on your table. You must find a way to improve That's what you're trying to teach you. Don't remain, oh, it's so bad. In fact, Nigeria don't finish. No, you can't be shouting and get something. You have to do something. That's what he's saying now. Look at the opportunity around you, and then you'll be able to find out that there's a problem here. This problem needs to be solved. And that is what we are trying to make you young ones understand. Yes, it is really difficult. We may not promise you again that when you graduate, you get a white-collar job. We may not promise you that anymore with what we are seeing around us.
Yeah.
So how do one measure progress in his business or career in an environment where hope seems to be blurred?
How do you measure progress in your career or your environment? It's simple.
Where hope seems to be blurred, you know?
Yeah, I understand. But yeah, like I said,
Yeah.
there is no hopelessness anyway. Hopelessness is an invention of our mindset. There's no hopeless situation. For every situation that appears hopeless, it's because you don't have the necessary know-how. You don't have the necessary insight in order to resolve it. What that means is that you go out and research. Go out and get what? Situations. Even the most complex situation, which are, I would say maybe it has to do with health.
There's still a way out.
There's still a way out. The last section we had, the doctor spoke about our lifestyles. So there are opportunities that you can make progress. First of all, if you need to make progress in a place where it seems to be what? It looks as if there is no hope. Let me assume there is no hope.
Yes.
Have a vision. Have a clear vision. That's the first thing. Have a clear vision. What is your vision? Where are you going? That's the first thing. When you have a clear vision, the next thing now is for you to be adaptive. Be adaptive. Be adaptable. You have to be adaptable and flexible for you to make progress in a place where you look. Adaptability means if there is a need for you to leave the course you studied before. I was speaking to a doctor friend yesterday, a medical doctor, who has left practicing medicine the way it is right now. He has gone back to law school to go and read law.
See?
He's in the law school. He spent about 6 years or 7 years in the medical school. But now it appears as if he's not getting what he needs. He's back to the law school. Why? Because he chooses to be what? Adaptive. He chooses to be flexible. He chooses to be what? He's responding to the environment. If the environment, so adaptability is key. Another thing is collaboration. You do not want to succeed in a tense environment alone. No one succeeds. You must collaborate. No one is an island of knowledge.
I said, so don't be a lone ranger.
We must collaborate. I must discuss with you.
Yes.
I must discuss because you know what I don't know. The person knows. So by the time we come in together within the tense environment, we add it. Creativity comes in. Innovation comes in. Insight comes in. Foresight comes in. Idea comes in. Opportunity comes in. Based on that, we'll be able to leverage and forge ahead. But interestingly, we are wired in a society like Nigeria where it's I thinking. And that's why we are stuck. And that's why we're in one place. But if I say that, look, my brother down the street can assist me what I don't know, and I bring him in, and we reason over the problem. It doesn't matter how complex the problem is. The problem has just been just one little study, one puzzle. And that problem that has been a complex problem will be resolved. So making progress in a tense environment, in a vocal environment, is possible. It's possible because, and we must understand, the world have changed. The environment have changed. And we will never go back to what it is before. And we will continue to evolve. So the better we adapt and accept it and prepare and evaluate and embrace change other and ignore fear and forge ahead, the better for us.
And I will take a break now. Vivid view.
Sing and do it.
The men are in more danger. More danger in the sense that when your eye is not single, you must make a mistake. You must make a mistake in relationship. That is why if you have one faithful girl who have shown you acceptance,
stay put,
accept you for who you are, and your eye is still outside, don't worry. Very soon you will go and marry Gomorrah.
Welcome back. Still discussing making progress in a tense environment. And doctor is just giving to us, and that is exactly what is happening around us. So don't fold your hand and say, no, I'm not good, everything's bad. No. He even said that there's no hopeless situation at all. There's always hope. There's always a way out in every situation. So please, let this be your guide. Let this be confidence you build up in yourself. Then I'm not going to remain. I said, I need one or two persons. Like I said earlier in the introduction, we need each other, to survive. Yes, it is now. Don't remain on your own ideas alone. Now, in continuation, how do we want leverage on the gains and opportunities within an environment?
Leverage.
Yeah.
I love the word leverage.
Yeah.
I love that word leverage. What does it mean?
opportunities.
That means you use something. How do you leverage?
Yeah.
You leverage by building team. I've said it before.
Yeah.
You leverage by building team. Okay, I am a consultant. I speak and organize event. If I really want to go out there, I come and meet people. How do we partner? Strategic partnership.
Yes.
How do we collaborate? A brain program, we sit down, we discuss about it.
Yeah.
I'm leveraging your expertise.
That's
I'm leveraging your media team to project. Now, at the end of the day, what happened? We're all making progress. We are maximizing the potential. Right. I speak, I make money, you make money, and we're all happy. Right. So the same thing is applicable. People must learn to collaborate. The years of competitions are over. The days of competition are over. Even the more developed economy in the world today, the Americans, UK, France, they all collaborate. The cars we drive today are not just manufactured from one particular country. Some of the parts in that company are manufactured from other countries, either from Japan or the other thing, but you see made in America. But the company they see are coming from other countries just based on what? Collaboration. That is how to leverage. It's a simple word. How do you leverage opportunity? Develop your capacity. Develop your skills. Unlearn and relearn. And keep on learning and relearning. Be a student of love-like learning. If you run an organization, develop a culture of learning. Let the staff be committed to learning.
Yes.
Train the staff. Make it a habit where people read books and share it. A topic and all of that. By so doing, you learn and you will leverage opportunities that are within the environment.